The Lego multiverse was breaking, worlds collided, bricks scattered, it was chaos. Heroes had fought bravely, they defended their realms, but the Voidbreaker was too strong. He wanted to consume everything, he thrived on destruction. Solaris remembered the battles. He had seen friends fall. He felt the weight of responsibility. He had to stop Voidbreaker, he had to save the multiverse. Lumina, his sister, stood beside him. Her light shone brightly. It was a beacon of hope in the darkness. Solaris held his ground, unwavering and resolute. His eyes, filled with determination, scanned the horizon for any sign of the approaching darkness. Golden light shimmered around him, casting a protective aura that seemed to push back the encroaching shadows. His very presence was a beacon of hope. He was the last defender of his world, the final bastion against the forces of darkness that threatened to consume everything he held dear. He was the last of the Sun Guardians, a lineage of warriors blessed with the power of the sun, sworn to protect their realm from evil. Voidbreaker laughed, a chilling sound that echoed through the battlefield. His voice was like shattering bricks, a harbinger of destruction. He fired a beam of darkness, a concentrated blast of malevolent energy aimed directly at Solaris. Solaris deflected it with his shield, the impact sending ripples of light through the air. Lumina fought with grace, her movements a dance of light and energy. She moved like liquid light, her every step a testament to her agility and finesse. Her presence was a stark contrast to the brute force of Voidbreaker. Her powers were different from Solaris's. She could heal the wounded, mending broken bodies and spirits with a touch. She could inspire hope, rekindling the flames of courage in the hearts of those who had lost it. She flew through the air, dodging dark energy blasts with an elegance that seemed almost otherworldly. Her movements were a blur, a streak of light against the darkened sky. Every escape was a victory, a small triumph against the overwhelming odds they faced. Each narrow miss was a testament to their skill and determination. Every attack was a prayer, a plea for strength and resilience. Together, Solaris and Lumina stood as the last hope for their world, their combined light a shield against the encroaching darkness. Voidbreaker was a nightmare. He was made of shadows and broken promises. He fed on fear and despair. With every fallen world, he grew stronger. His power seemed limitless. He was a black hole, pulling everything towards him.
You cannot win. I am the end of everything. I am the void.
Solaris and Lumina knew they couldn't defeat him alone. They needed a miracle. They needed help. Suddenly, a portal shimmered open. A figure emerged. It was another Solaris. But this one was different. He wore armor of shimmering blue. He wielded a double-bladed lightsaber. He radiated not just light, but pure energy.
Fear not, I am Solaris Ultra, from a world where light always triumphs.
Then another portal. This time it was Lumina, but clad in armor of celestial silver. She carried a staff that pulsed with the power of 1,000 stars. This was Lumina Nova. Solaris and Lumina watched in awe. They were not alone. The multiverse was vast. It held infinite possibilities, and some of those possibilities were coming to their aid. More portals opened, more heroes emerged, a Solaris wielding twin katanas of fire, a Lumina who commanded the power of nature itself, each one unique yet connected by the same core of light and hope. They were echoes of Solaris and Lumina, their strengths amplified, their spirits unbroken. The battlefield shifted, hope surged. The different versions of Solaris and Lumina joined forces. They moved with a shared purpose. They were a symphony of light and energy.
Solaris Ultra fought alongside Solaris, their combined light pushing back the darkness.
Lumina Nova and Lumina combined their powers. They healed the wounded. They strengthened the weary. A wave of pure energy washed over the battlefield, pushing back the shadows.
For a moment, there was a chance.
Roar. The sound echoed through the battlefield, a primal scream that shook the very ground beneath their feet.
Voidbreaker roared in anger, his fury palpable, a force of nature that seemed unstoppable. He lashed out with all his might, his attacks relentless and fierce, each strike a testament to his unyielding rage. But the heroes stood firm, their resolve unshaken. They had faced countless battles before, and this was no different. They were a united front, a team bound by trust and friendship, their strength amplified by their unity. They would not be broken, their spirits unyielding, their determination unwavering.
Solaris and Solaris Ultra charged. Their movements synchronized, their energy pulsating with power. Their combined light forming a blinding beam, a beacon of hope that cut through the darkness.
Lumina and Lumina Nova chanted in unison, their voices harmonizing, creating a melody that resonated with ancient power. Their voices resonated with the power of creation itself, a force that transcended time and space. The very fabric of the multiverse seemed to respond to their call, vibrating with energy, as if acknowledging their plea.
Voidbreaker staggered, his once formidable presence now faltering, his strength waning. He was weakened, but not defeated. His eyes still burned with defiance, his will unbroken. He was still a threat, a looming danger that could not be underestimated. The fate of the multiverse hung in the balance, every moment a crucial turning point in this epic battle. The heroes knew this was their moment, the culmination of their journey, the final stand against the darkness. With every ounce of strength they prepared to deliver the final blow, their hearts filled with hope and determination. The multiverse watched in anticipation. The outcome of this battle would shape the destiny of countless worlds. As the heroes and Voidbreaker clashed, the air crackled with energy. The final confrontation had begun. In a final desperate act, all the Solaris and Lumina figures combined their powers. They had trained for this moment, knowing that their unity was their greatest strength, each figure representing a unique element of light and energy, channeled their essence into a single focused beam. A wave of pure energy, brighter than 1,000 suns, erupted from them. It was a sight to behold, a radiant explosion that seemed to pause time itself. The sheer force of their combined might created a spectacle of dazzling brilliance, illuminating the darkest corners of the multiverse. It engulfed Voidbreaker, shattering his darkness. The malevolent entity, once a formidable force of shadow, found himself overwhelmed by the purity of the light. His dark tendrils, which had spread fear and chaos, began to disintegrate under the relentless assault of the hero's combined power. He screamed as he was consumed by the light. The multiverse trembled. The very fabric of reality seemed to quiver in response to the monumental clash of forces. The echoes of Voidbreaker's agony reverberated through the dimensions, a testament to the intensity of the battle. The heroes watched, their hearts pounding. Had they done it? The air was thick with anticipation and uncertainty. Each hero, though exhausted, stood ready, their eyes fixed on the epicenter of the explosion, hoping to see a sign of their victory. Had they defeated the Voidbreaker? Silence fell. The light faded. The once blinding brilliance began to dim, leaving behind an eerie calm. The battlefield, now bathed in a soft glow, was a stark contrast to the chaos that had ensued moments before. And in the place where Voidbreaker stood, there was nothing. Or was there? The heroes squinted, trying to discern any remnants of their foe. The absence of Voidbreaker was palpable, yet something felt amiss. A faint, dark shimmer remained, a whisper of the void, promising a return. It was a subtle, almost imperceptible flicker, but it carried with it a foreboding sense of unfinished business. The heroes knew that this was not the end, but merely a reprieve. The battle was over, but the war for the multiverse had just begun. The heroes, though weary, steeled themselves for the challenges ahead. They understood that their victory, while significant, was just one step in a much larger struggle. The fate of the multiverse hung in the balance, and they were its last line of defense.